So what I thought I would do on this video is show you my solo hiking gear list or gear that I take. This may not necessarily be the best stuff, but it's what I use. So to start off, I'll show you my cameras. I always have this Canon SX70. I have a couple of those. Every time I drop one, I have to buy another one. The other ones still work. I'm just not sure how good they are. Always have a good quality tripod. And then I always have this GoPro camera. This is a GoPro 12. I'll start out by looking at my pack. I have not gone through this pack or anything. This is the pack I always take. I probably use it 2 or 3 years before I actually go through it and clean it out. So I'll go through here and see what kind of stuff we might discover in here that I carry around all winter and all summer when I go hiking. So right off I see there's a water bottle here. It's got some water in there. So I turned off my GoPro so I can use 2 hands. Got some Gatorade in here. I'll probably take those things on my next hike. Got some really light gloves in here still. Only time I use these is during the spring, when there's a lot of spring and midsummer, when there's a lot of mosquitoes out, I might use those. Side pouch. I always have a compass with me and a mirror that I use from time to time. Let's see, over here I still got my mosquito net in there. That's fine, it doesn't weigh anything. And mosquito repellent. I like the kind you just liquid kind that you can spray on. It just works best for me. Okay, up here on this strap I have my bear spray. I always have 2 cans. There will be 1 can inside. Out here I've got my Vortex monoscope. That's about it on the outside of my pack. See what's in this pouch here. Got I think that's a 55-gallon garbage bag that I carry with me. You can use this for a couple things, and I do use it. If it's raining really hard, my poncho isn't keeping up, I can put this over me. It's got a little cutout in it to put around my face. It seals up around your face really good. And also in the winter I can put that over me, and I probably have a little candle in here that I can light underneath it, and that'll help keep me warm. I've never had to use it in a emergency situation. I have tried it a couple times to see if it actually works, a candle in a plastic bag, and it seems like it might do something. And Ziploc bag. I got that in there just in case I have to wrap it around my camera really good. What else do I have? I got some shoelaces there. Never had to use those for anything, but just in case I need them, I got them. And a garbage bag, which comes in handy once in a while. Okay, now go on to the inside of the pack. My second can of bear spray. I used to have 2 cans of it available on the outside, but I've never used a bear spray for a bear. So I keep 1 can as a backup. If I ever use the first can, I'm way back there in the backcountry somewhere, at least I have another can to use on the way back. Backup. Let's see. Got some more water in there. Poncho. I always have a poncho. It can help keep you warm, but it's great for rain. First aid kit, if you want to call it that. I've got Band-Aids and different things in there. I've got some eye drops, cord aid. I've never used a first aid kit, but I always have one. This is down here. Wow. That's an old can of, still a sealed up bottle of Gatorade. I've probably been carrying that around forever. I was wondering why my pack weighs so much. Okay, up here I have some paper towels. I've got a bag here that I put mainly candy bars and stuff in. I'll always refill that before I take off. I got a lighter. I've got sunglasses. Got to have those if you get out there in really bright sun. You got to have sunglasses. And another baggie. This pocket here. Got some extra toe warmers and hand warmers in case I need those. I've got a light, black diamond light. As most of you know, I don't like to use lights when I'm hiking at night. I seldom ever use them. I might use it on red, depending on where I'm at. If it's really treacherous trail, or if there's a lot of holes or something along the trail, I might use the red light. But I never use a white light at night. But mainly this is for emergency purposes, in case I was stuck out there injured or something at night, or I had to stay the night. I have a light if I need it. Looks like I got another lighter. I've got some cotton balls that's been, I've got some Vaseline mixed in with them. They light really easy. You can light anything with those. Okay, there's the candle I was telling you about, some matches. Matches, candle, a couple lighters. And that's it. Okay, so that's totally it for my backpack. So that was the stuff I always carry in my backpack. It's in there all the time. So now, and remember this is winter hiking, probably the most important item that I have that I always take on every hike is this Garmin InReach satellite phone tracker. That allows me to send and receive unlimited messages to my wife. She can track me online, up to date all the time on the computer. I use this, you have to have a subscription service with that. I do the full subscription year-round because I like to have unlimited messages and use it anytime I want. This one right here I've had for, I don't know, at least 10 years, more than 10 years, and it works perfectly. I've never had a time where it didn't work. Sometimes you can get into deep valleys or something, and it'll take a while to receive or send a message because the satellite will have to come over. It's just got a smaller field of view in the sky when you're down in a deep valley, but always works. Very reliable. Also, you can have your it's GPS. Also, you can put your route if you want to do a route, like plot out a route on Google Earth. You can plot it out there and transfer it into this and follow your route. I'll take a hot meal, and I always take a thermos of hot chocolate. So that would go into the pack. This I'll carry an outside pocket or something normally. Okay, for clothes, I guess I'll start right here on boots. I really like these boots that I wear all the time in the winter. They've got this nice little rim around here. So when you're putting your snowshoes on, it works well, but I wear these all the time. They're North Face something or another. And then sometimes in the winter, but all summer, I'll use the Kinnetrek boots. And if it's really super cold out, got these Sorrel boots. I only wear these if it's going to be like 10, 20 below zero for snowshoeing. Very good boots. And normally I get my boots at least one size larger than I normally wear, so I can put a couple pairs of socks in them. And as always, I've got the gaiters. I use the gaiters. They're great in the wintertime. They help keep you warm. They keep the moisture off your legs, the snow off. Creek crossings, they keep you totally dry as long as you go across the creek fast. The boots I wear are always totally waterproof. Also, these are great for keeping early spring, midsummer, keeping the ticks off, the bugs. Late fall, keeps all the stickers off of you. I never hike without gaiters. First layer, of course, t-shirt, underwear. Then in the winter time, I'll have a pair of long johns. Of course, semi waterproof pants, but you know that doesn't last long. Then after my t-shirt, I'll have a nice, I don't know if that's wool or not, but none of this stuff is cheap stuff. It's good stuff. I'll have that on. First layer, second layer, and the outer layer, very important layer. There's something that totally windproof. You know, I suggest getting the highest quality outer layer that you can buy. And then in my pack, even up to midsummer, I'll be taking this really light down inner layer. And if it's like you know, 10 below zero out when I start out, I'll use that in addition to this stuff. I'll start out with it, but my pack is primarily used to store my coats in the summer and the winter. As you warm up, you take it off and put it into the pack. And then you'll see me always wearing this. I used to carry a larger knife, but I never use a knife for anything, but I always have one. So I normally carry this nice little, I don't know, I usually have a link on there somewhere, buck knife. I think this is a 110 buck knife. Use it for cutting fruit, stuff like that normally. Even when I'm backpacking, I hardly ever use a knife. And then I've got this camera case that I don't usually use for my camera because my camera is on a tripod. See if it's running. Yep, it's running. What I can do with this is I can stick my GoPro in here and my inReach in there. And then what I always take, where is it? When I head out on any hike, especially winter, I've got this bag that's ready to go here. For those of you that buy prints of my drawings, this is actually where I package things up. But anyway, in here, I can decide what I'm going to take when I get to the trailhead. Maybe warm gloves. Always got a neck scarf. Stocking hat. You see me wearing that all the time. If it's really cold, I might even take something like this that goes down over the ears. And if it's really, really cold, I've got this one that I really like. That goes down around your face and everything else. Normally I'll take anything down to 0 degrees. I'll be taking these REI. These are good quality REI mittens. It's going to be really cold. I'll take these North Face, these nice big North Face mittens. And along with that, in the morning when it's really cold, I'll always have hand warmers with me. But a lot of times, depending on the temperature, I might put a couple of these in my mittens just to start out. And okay, in the wintertime, I'll always take trackers with me. Or early spring, especially where you're going to run into ice and things like that. Those are critical. And if it's going to be a rainy morning, I've got rain pants that I'll take with me. Put those on. So I think that's pretty much covers everything that I use for a winter hike. The only other thing I got here is I'll put that hat in my pack if it warms up. Now for snowshoes, I've got these metal snowshoes, which these do not work for anything except for packed down trails. I haven't used those for 10 years because they're pretty much useless in Yellowstone unless you're going to stay on a trail, a packed town trail. You don't want to take these on a cross-country skiing trail because you'll destroy the trail for the skiers. You post hole through the snow and everything else. These are pretty much worthless. Now I'll show you the snowshoes I always use. The traditional Alaskan wood snowshoes. I need to go out to the car. I keep them in my car. These are the snowshoes I use. I've got this pair here. If the snow is nice and hard, like early in the spring, I can use smaller ones. This time of year where it's more powdery like this, I've got these bigger ones. I think these are like 72 inches long or something. And you make these yourself. You can buy them like this, but I make mine myself from a kit. They last forever. About every 5 years I might replace some of these sections with lacing. But yeah, that's what I use for snowshoes. These allow you to go across the Yellowstone backcountry off trail. They let you float across the top of the snow. It's the only thing that will work in Yellowstone. But you have to be on relatively flat terrain. You can't, they're not good for going on steep hills or anything like that. But a lot of Yellowstone is pretty flat.